I think you can in France. Oh, you should stop. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I shouldn't stop. Oh, my God. Wow. I'm so sorry. I cannot believe I just did what I did. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you? Ooh, so you're telling me? Wow. I didn't realize. That's weird. You know, it's almost that was strange. Something different. Something different happened. Anyone was listening for that episode. That was odd. I feel like it's one of the scenes. And it's like the door thing. Like, can you spot what happened? Wow, you got it right. Robbie spoke first. What the hell was that about?
I don't know, dude. I'm so sorry. Now the whole chemistry's off. Now all of a sudden you heard my voice went back.
We were
to
on momentum. Yeah. You literally were like, "Yeah, you want to record another? We got a good flow."
Excited because
and then you just fucking creamed your shorts, and all the girl did was fucking unclasp her bra. She didn't even take her bra off. She's still wearing a shirt. She put her hands under the. She just went back and unclasped. You heard the little melody, and you're like, "Oh shit!" God damn, man. The big issue is that it's 8:10 at night, and it's like I have a very limited window of being on top, and I think you're thinking like, well, episode's fine, you're doing fine. No, it's not, okay? My peak hour is 2:30 to 3:30 a.m. or p.m. It doesn't matter. That is when my mind is like, it's the dumb meme with just getting like the eternal state where everything's just like non-existence, okay? The Anunnaki open up and everything. That's when I'm just like, and I feel everything. It's like, dude, and everything I say would just be,
sounds amazing.
Good to go, but it's never when we end up recording. And when we record, it's like fuck, I lost it.
I think the issue here is not that you lost it; it's that I threw off the entire chemistry that this entire show has been built on.
Honestly, you fucking kettlehead.
And I just wanted to keep us on track with the bit we were going with before. And I thought it'd be funny to continue it right off because we haven't done it in a while. And I spoke out of turn.
So you thought?
You thought? I forgot the lesson I learned recently. That if Alex wouldn't do it, or Alex, this is a bad idea, don't do it.
It's like, it's yeah, exactly. You got to ask, what was I said, the 3 R's and the 1 H?
The 3 R's and the 1 A. I don't remember what they stood for.
Me neither.
But there's the 3 R. You said, everyone knows, they all say, just remember the 3 R's and the 1 A. Mm-hmm. That's how you said it, like it's an expression.
Lack.
I think remember was one of them. What?
Lack, it's an expression. Are you trying to insinuate it's not? I don't know, man. Yeah, YouTube's just not doing it. This is just that's what the podcast is about now. Just talking about YouTube.
I love how each episode, this was a new podcast.
This is the new podcast. This is the new way we're going with it. I always say that every great company pivots, man. I always say every great company pivots.
We've been pivoting a lot lately.
We've been pivoting a lot lately. Yeah, we got some sick crossovers. All right, some sports they celebrate that. Tween. Cookies.
Nice.
No. It's funny because it's still just, it's half YouTube trying to show me random shit, and another half is still just only showing me Star Wars content. It's like, we can tell you like that stuff quite a bit. So that's here to stay.
They have their little cushion because they fill with so many other things.
I know, but now they're trying to round out my interest, and it's not working.
We almost lost them. Throw some more Star Wars shit in there.
Yeah, exactly. Throw some more, George Lucas clips. Just let's see what George Lucas has to say about this. I watched a video also saying about, Can I just interject? I read a book about.
I also read a book about George Lucas recently, and I gotta say, reading his quotes, I love reading the man's quotes.
Yeah, man.
It's almost like I watched a video listening to him speak.
Almost as if you could hear his voice in it.
Yeah.
No, the thing I saw though was saying about it's it's not actually that important. Actually, it wasn't even that good of a read. So fuck it. How about something else? I don't give a shit.
I was listening to investigation stuff today. And you know how we keep saying how they're like, well, actually, you see how he shifted his weight to the left leg? Now, that might just be a movement because he's a little uncomfortable. And this is a stressful situation. However, he's most likely guilty.
He's guilty.
You know how they always do that? And they do the whole palms up thing you're trying to tell me? No, it just became that. That's the only impression I can do.
I haven't listened to Dan Carlin in like a couple weeks. I gotta start watching Dan Carlin, and I gotta hear him be like, yeah, this is what a civil... That was the worst. I don't know what that was, dude.
You know what we always say? The Japanese are just like everybody else, only more so.
Yeah, that was good.
Right?
Yeah, that was like a direct quote.
That is a direct quote, because I was reading one of his books.
Yeah, man.
No, the palms up thing, right?
Yeah, palms up.
And what do they say? It says, I'm trying to show you that I'm being honest,
Heads Up, 7 Up?
That shit was awesome.
Heads Up 7. Remember when school was cool?
Oh, yeah,
Heads Up 7 Up was the greatest thing of all time. You know who won, I don't know, every single fucking time?
You?
This guy. I made sure that it was hilarious how the sheeple, okay? These they're supposed to be my peers, all right? Bullshit.
You're saying that you learned at the young age of whatever playing 7-Up Heads Up
My superiority.
that you figured out how much smarter you are than the rest of the population.
Oh yeah. Okay. When I moved,
I can tell you my experience after this.
Dude, it was literally like school, new school, new school, new school, new school, new school, right? New class, new class, new class, new class, right?
Yeah.
New group, new group, new group.
Yeah.
Dumb kid, just these again, quote unquote peers.
Yeah.
Quote unquote
Pedestrians.
These pedestrians, dude. Your boy, every single fucking game, every single round, everyone's like,
You weren't one of those douches that would be like, just kidding. I'm not actually walking forward.
What do you mean?
Every time, so like, say Kevin said that you did it, right? And you didn't pick Kevin.
Right.
And you go to walk away from the chalkboard, and you're like, psych. You weren't one of those
No, I don't
douchebags. You
know.
took
Hold on.
one half step
I don't
forward.
know what
were
you're
you?
saying. No.
Okay, pretend I'm
And
standing
do
against the
it again.
chalkboard, okay?
Okay.
We're all lined against the chalkboard waiting
First off,
for...
chalkboards aren't even like around anymore. Isn't that crazy that we were phased out? Like, we were the generation of phasing out
just dated
chalkboards,
us, dude.
That's crazy, dude. I don't even know if whiteboards are still around.
Yeah, now it's just all smart boards.
Just fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, I miss... Honestly, dude, I think my learning ability got lessened once it switched to smart boards.
Yeah.
So you playing 7-Up Heads Up. Is that the actual name of the game?
Heads up, 7-Up.
Heads Up 7-Up, right? And
You say 7-Up, heads up?
I've heard it both
Sounds
ways.
horrible.
You
Doesn't sound like
pick-
a game I'd ever want to play.
You pick everybody, and those who were the pickers, if you will.
Yes,
The
they go to the
seveners,
front of the room.
They go to the front of the room
and everyone's
with their
head
back
pops
against the
up.
once existing
Because you put
chalkboard.
everyone's heads down with the
Yes,
thumb up.
yes, exactly.
And you put someone's thumb down.
Yes.
So then what were you asking me?
So now imagine I'm one of the seveners.
Yes.
And my back's against the
One
chalkboard.
of the 7. That's what the fuck they did for the boys, dude.
We're the boys.
They were like, heads up, 7-Up. That should be the next season storyline.
That'd be awesome, actually.
That'd be sick to see that happen. Where that's how Homelander's like, I'm gonna teach you all discipline. He's like,
Is that in rounds of telephone?
exactly. That was a good game too, man. Telephone went hard in chorus, not in chorus, I guess in chorus too. I did that one year in music class. I was thinking though.
I did it in my stupid fucking art lecture sophomore year of college. That's when I played telephone. That's the stupid fucking education I got.
Yeah, last time I played telephone was 4th grade.
Yeah, I was 19. Stupid fucking school.
I was 9.
So 7-Up. I'm one of the seveners against the chalkboard, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm Robbie. I'm not playing Kevin anymore. I'm Robbie this time.
Right.
Kevin's in the audience, and
Okay.
Kevin thinks I picked him. So my
Yeah.
best name's chalkboard. And I go to play like I picked him, and I go, psych.
Oh, so you're saying Kevin says you picked him?
Yeah. And I go to walk
no,
away
I wasn't
like he's
that.
up.
I would have
hated those fucking
I would be
kids.
able to fucking have it where just from my micro expressions, okay, and how I can control my puppetry, I would have like every kid. So the 7 kids get picked, right? And I
The
would
seveners.
somehow manipulate all 6 of those kids who I did not pick to guess me and get it wrong. And then the person who's like last somehow wouldn't think it was me. Even though it's like, well, statistically it has to be me. They'd guess the other person over there because no one knew. Like I swear to God, there'd be rounds where 6 of the 7 people would guess me. And they'd get their answer wrong. And the one person who actually was me would be like, nah, it's not him. It's someone else. Okay? I was, every round, never getting caught. I was just destroyed that game. All right? That I was the king of. It was ridiculous. Like, I'm surprised I didn't outlaw the fucking game, okay?
We can't play 7-Up anymore, guys.
Yeah,
He's too
honestly,
good.
he's too fucking good at the game.
It's not even fun anymore.
He has an unfair advantage. It's like I genuinely. It's like the fact that if the movement for like kids like communicating their feelings and being getting counseling and all that stuff. If that was more back then, dude, kids would have been like breaking down in class in tears and like, I need to be excused.
To follow this up,
Psychological warfare.
I can either tell you my experiences with Heads Up 7-Up, or I can tell you my experience with telephone that just popped in my head. This old memory.
All right,
Which one do you want to hear?
let's go.
One's shorter than the other. I think the 7-Up
telephone.
one's okay. Telephone. Can I circle back to 7-Up because my
Sure.
strategy is very
Depends on
different.
how
than
good the
your
telephone
strategy.
story is.
The telephone. Okay. I don't remember what I said, but I said something like, "I'm Robbie. I love playing the drums." Something stupid and rudimentary like that. To use your word from last week. And remember Brian Willett? That fucking mongoose asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking that son of a bitch. When it got to, I started the 7-Up, the telephone this round, and I don't remember if that's what I said. I think it has something to do with me playing drums. Okay. But then when it got to him, and he had to then out loud say what I supposedly said, he's like, Robbie likes to smell his asshole. Okay, now you didn't say that. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? That was such an unfair thing you just did. I was gonna say that guy's awesome.
No, he said something really stupid though. That everybody
that's
laughed at
dumb.
me, and that guy, like, fuck that guy,
that's a
and
dick
fuck that
move.
stupid game.
Yeah, that's a dick. That's a good story, man. We gotta have more stories of you being on the bottom.
Yeah.
Those are fucking
Well,
sick.
we can circle back to the 7-Up heads up game because that's
Heads
me on
up,
the bottom
7-Up.
again. I've heard it both ways.
Okay.
Okay, so your strategy tricked people. I used to always just pick the girl I had a crush on, and the first 2 times she wouldn't notice I picked her, but eventually she figured it out, and every time I would end up getting called out 'cause she knew it was me every time. And now the she changed depending on the week when my crush
Right.
changed, but they all caught on at
Yeah.
some point.
That's interesting.
So I was a fucking idiot thinking I was being smooth. That's like me like putting the first move.
No,
on
I would
the
also
girl.
pick people who would think who like I would because like also that's something I can never respect about the grind of the game. People who like just pick their best friends and mean like this fucking loop back and forth where it'd be like those 2 girls. You know, like every class had every class you're ever
yeah.
part of had like 2 or 3 girls who only talk to each other.
Yep. We called them the
And it
weird
wasn't they didn't just talk to the boys. No,
That's not
like
true.
they didn't talk to any other. They only operated as one collective being, right? Those 3 girls, the Heathers of the class.
Nice.
Okay, and those girls would just like play the game, and some asshole would pick them, and then they'd guess it right, and then they go up there, and they went there. There's okay now it's essentially it's heads up 6 up because those 3 people are just playing in a loop of each other. Those people fucking sucked. Okay.
Kim, I'm just gonna call them all out.
Or just don't. Just say the first names because you're gonna
Kim and
second
Marissa
guess it
do that
immediately
all
afterwards.
the fucking time.
Huh?
Kim and Marissa do that all the time.
And those exactly.
always
It's
just
either
pick each
2
other.
or 3. It's like the
It's
rule.
like, hey,
It's like the
there's
rule.
other people trying to play this game here.
It's like the rule of the Sith. How they were saying there must always be 2. Okay, but sometimes there's also 3. It's a little different.
There should always be 2. However, sometimes
there
we're
can
not
also be
correct.
3.
There could be a third one. So there's only one.
Occasionally, think about it. It's like sometimes you need a blonde brunette and a redhead. All right, a blonde and a brunette's a great combo. But every once in a while, you need a redhead.
That's true. Redheads, they bring a lot to the table. Not a lot of people give enough credit for
They're
it.
the glue guys.
They're the glue guys.
They're the glue guys, really, of society.
That's true. That's true. Everyone says that they hold them together.
I think so.
They're
That would have been a great ending to an episode, but fortunately, we only recorded for 12 minutes.
I was going to say, that felt really good. Can we stop? Because I have nothing else to say.
That would have been pretty sweet.
Well, I actually guess so. I'm going to save the day right here. I guess I saved the day.
I guess I like saved the day or something.
Our biggest fears came true over the weekend.
Oh, yeah. That's funny you say that. So that's a note you wrote down on your phone.
Yeah.
And not only did you deliver it like a note, but
know.
to be fair, I also saw you directly look at your phone and read it. So I mean, that's me.
No,
I
but I
have an
continue the
unfair
same dumb
advantage.
cadence. Says, I guess I saved the day.
Yeah. So the funny thing though is that you wrote that note down,
Yeah.
and I immediately remember that. Okay, that's something he wrote down. And realized, well, not remember. I saw you look at your phone and read it.
True.
But I have
You read that I
not
wrote it
even
down
the
once.
slightest of a idea of a memory of to what that's speaking of.
Oh, good. Because lucky for you, Alex, I remember it all.
Nice.
Fucking, there's nothing more that I hate when you go to a restaurant.
crystals.
What?
Okay, crystals.
Crystals? That was your story. That was your biggest fear. My
Yeah.
biggest fear is the other thing. Do you want to tell yours first?
I might as well.
Might as well.
No, we went to fucking dinner for Mother's Day, and I don't know, someone upstairs thought it'd be funny to have it where the waitress we get has to have like an amethyst hanging on her neck, and then well, it's Mother's Day, so someone at the table decided to ask a question about the crystal around the waitress's neck. And then that turned into discussion about crystals around necks and earrings around earrings, and I'm sorry, earrings around ears, and crystals and crystals and crystals, and zodiac signs and zodiac signs and zodiac signs, and birthday months and birthdays, and being on the cusp and being on the cusp and being on the cusp, and what this might mean. Or I'm an angry Leo, but I'm a happy Capricorn. When I'm hungry, I'm a little bit of a fucking Virgo, and when I'm really sad,
I'm a Pisces.
yeah. Probably. I don't know. It depends on what my fucking horoscope said that day. And that when that became the conversation, it was thinking it's like, well, I don't have a steak knife. I do have a fork. So it's either the fork or the butter knife. Which one would be better at killing this person in front of me talking?
Yeah, because I thought she was a nice waitress. And then she said that thing, and I fucking hated it.
And then I hated her. Yep. And I was like, everything about you I dislike.
I think my biggest fear is a little worse than that one, though. Not because it's my biggest fear, but mine, At least she was a good waitress. Aside
Was your
from
biggest
that.
fear rats? And then there was a cage hanging in front of you, and they put the rats in the cage, and then they opened this first door, and then the cat rats got close in the seconds from your face.
That was a good reference, but no, it wasn't my biggest fear. That was good.
Thanks, man.
Did you read that one? I feel like you read that one.
I read that one, yeah.
That's good. That
I
one
read
you
that
read. That's good.
I was debating between that reference or fucking talking about that dumb scene in Harry Potter where I can't remember the actual scene. All I can remember is the Lego Harry Potter version of it where they're seeing their...
Do they talk in that one or not yet?
No, they're not. Thank God they don't talk yet in those games. I think the next game after that is when they started talking and they ruined the entire lore of those games. But no, the scene where they like have their biggest fears, and in the Harry Potter Lego video game, it's like a fucking Ron's stupid spider fear, but it's like on rollerblades or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
That's really stupid they put
And
speaking
that's actually what
into those
gave Rob
games.
Dyrdek the idea for the show.
I actually knew that.
Yeah,
I read that
He
somewhere.
was watching Harry Potter, and he was like, "Damn, I already have 18 shows on MTV. How about a 19th?"
So two things. One, it's really dumb that they put speaking into those games because A, it ruined the integrity of the games, but B,
When
you didn't have to translate anything.
No, that's so true.
You
first
spent
of
so
all.
much more money now just to translate the dialogue, which you didn't have to do because everybody could understand it
And
universally.
it's also that's true, and it's like the jokes you're adding aren't funny because even when the bits weren't funny,
Yeah.
you were like, well.
They also tried to act like there was like a Teen Titans humor.
Yeah, I
in a
know. Where
fucking
they're all
kids
like
game.
feisty. It's like the original one had it where the people's ship would explode, and then they'd look around and be like, "Wait a minute, why didn't I fall yet? Huh? What?" And then they'd all collapse. Like, "Oh, that's funny." Or you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's something that's funny? All right, Beach Clone Trooper. That's funny.
That is funny.
All right, it's Stormtrooper in a speedo. It's fucking funny.
See, that's just comedy that exists out
Opening
there.
up a door and just it's a hot tub full of Stormtroopers and speedos.
That's the goddamn
funny.
funniest thing I've ever heard.
That's fucking funny. All right, that was good jokes. And then the new ones are like, what if we have it where they he's like, I fucked your mom. And it's like, guys, this is a kid's game. That's not funny at all. Okay, this is a kid's game.
What if he says, I laid with your
And
mom?
they ruined the graphics too. Now the characters move so fluidly. It's like they don't resemble Legos anymore. It's like,
Yeah, they moved like
the whole
Legos.
point was that the game they didn't talk because Legos kind of do. They kind of have still faces where they don't talk.
Wasn't the idea behind it that they didn't talk originally, so they claim because kids use their imagination to play
Yeah.
Legos? So why?
Because also the characters move like obviously the characters move a little bit. But it's like they made them pretty limited,
Yeah, like their arms just kind of did this. They didn't really bend. I guess they kind of bent a little bit. But I get
but
your
like in a
point.
good way.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
Lego
yeah.
Star Wars. Why are we even recording a? Why can't we just like be rich? And why can't I just waste away playing Lego Star Wars, trying to beat my personal record every day? You know, where it's like, damn, dude, this guy completed Lego Star Wars, the complete saga in only 6 hours. That's sick.
That is sick. That's the life.
That's the life, man.
This is the life. Dancing free till the morning light. My biggest fear, though, that came true. Okay, there's nothing more than I hate when you go to a restaurant and they sit you at a booth.
No,
And for some
booth
uncivilized
table.
booth table.
No, because
I hate that. You're right.
No,
Booth tables are
because the
terrible.
booth is usually very private.
Booths are great. Yes.
a table where it's a long booth.
Where they're like, hey, let's have one half of this be a 40-foot long booth, and we'll have 6 fucking tables here, so everybody has to sit squished together. They're all one giant fucking party.
And it won't be comfortable like most booths.
Yeah, so when you
It'll
get
have a
up,
wood back.
it's fucking terrible. I hate it. I don't want to share my fucking table with strangers and have to be
No.
forced to speak to them.
Oh my god!
Like which
I
occurred
know.
this past weekend.
So many times they just had to talk to us.
Thank
like,
God I
dude,
had to take a piss on
I'm
the first
talking
time.
about the Giants. Me.
Yeah,
not you.
Did I invite you into this conversation?
No, this is an AB conversation. So see you around before D skips over E and F's you up. G.
That's right, man.
That's what I meant. Don't even get me started on you two.
Nice.
That'd been a great spot ended too, but unfortunately, we're still short. Unfortunately,
Fuck.
we're still coming up short.
Okay, well, here's this. How about this? Ready? This is a radical idea.
But you
How
know
much
what's
time is
crazy
left?
though?
What if we
When
do
I looked at the clock, you know what it said?
It's 4:20.
1,
4:21.
9,
19.
8,
8.
4.
No fucking. No, it's
No, it
impossible.
didn't.
That's impossible. I almost fell for that. It's not possible.
Why is that not possible?
There's like 84 fucking
I know,
seconds
you
on the
almost
clock.
fell for it.
I did. I was like, what? I did fall for it for a
Also,
second.
we're only 18 minutes in, so everyone's like, what the fuck? Were they cutting out an episode? Were they splicing this shit?
We should do that cute thing where we just don't talk for the next 2 minutes, and, then
And
just
see
at
what
the-
happens.
And at the end, we'll do that bit we said before about the don't let me start on you two.
Yeah.
And we'll act like we planned to end
Right.
that way the whole time.
We should spend more time. We should just have Reddit and stuff like that, where First off, I'll get to that idea second. I'm gonna start with the first idea still.
Okay.
We should do that randomly. People are like, wait, what's going on? They like refresh the video, like something glitching, something refresh it, and then that counts as a second view. That's genius.
Yeah,
the second idea,
good.
though, we should actually just have some sort of in the back of the very low frequency throughout the entire fucking video.
So people go insane.
Yes.
That's how we get them into the cult.
Exactly. No, not even that. I don't even care if they go. No, that's not even. No, the cult's very. It's not no secret. It's very just. It's very just surface level. That's directly saying it, right? The brainwashing under frequencies is not for that. That's just to make people literally go insane. Actually,
You should brainwash them into more useful things that benefit us rather than just making them go insane.
chaos is pretty useful, Robbie.
I don't see. I don't agree with what you're saying.
That was like a 3% impression of someone. So it was such a minor bit. No one would have been able to probably get it. But it was 97% Robbie.
Cool.
And 3% John Malkovich.
Oh, that was the person you think I did?
How the person I thought you
okay.
did. That's the person you just did.
That's who I just did?
Yeah.
So that was, in fact, I just did 3% John Malkovich,
Yes.
97% me.
When everyone's listening, they're going to rewind it right now. I wish we could do it right now. You could hear it, but unfortunately, we don't have technology to do that yet. We're not that famous. We're not on like Fox or something where you can just have someone in the back loop it back right away. Okay. So, but what you just did, you spoke in the exact like diction where like, the pauses, and it was kind of magical.
Are you, dude? Sometimes I'm just awesome because I did not plan that.
That's pretty sick, dude. It happens. And again, that would have been a really cool spot to end it too, but unfortunately, it's still short.
I got something pretty cool to end it on. You're gonna like this actually, right?
I
think this might be the greatest podcast ever. I think.
No way,
I know.
I
I think.
No way, I know. No, I know.
No, here we are.
Yeah, I know.